So, oh no, they can hear us. They can hear you now. Now they can hear you. I guess so.
Hey.
Yeah, fuck you, Blindeye.
Fuck you, Alphi.
When you ask for a civil stream, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But it's it's content night. But people are so frazzled about their dumb plot device. But anyways, welcome to the 50th episode of Historia Crux. We are here to talk about not everything that happened on the Crux live stream, but basically what's coming on today. So today I have Blindeye and Alphi, but not. Besides that, we have a new face on the Historia Crux. Some of you might know him as the Ultimecia King, SaxKing 05. Say hello, man.
Yo. What's good, y'all? SaxKing 05. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's quite an honor to be here. Chatting it up with one of my favorite communities, along with people who I actually really look up to in a community. So, I'm kind of getting over my starstruck phase, but enough of that. It's time for buried energy.
Yeah, I asked SaxKing personally to come on the Historia Crux to spread his Ultimecia knowledge and his knowledge overall of the game, because he is a JP player. He's also plays global, but he mostly plays JP. If you guys are not sub to him, I will leave his YouTube channel in the chat so you guys can sub to him. I believe he's almost at 100. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about Lunafreya, Yang, Ultimecia, and Lion. So Lunafreya is coming out tonight, and the only 15 simp in here is fucking Alphi. So Alphi, start us off strong, boy. It's the 50th episode, man.
Oh shit, we're starting off with Luna right off the bat?
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
I hope you know everything.
Definitely not everything, but I can give you the overall gist of it. So Luna, she is a support character. She does Ice Enchant, and she has a very, very high amount of hype around her, and it's definitely not because of her character. But she's really good, and I mean like really good. So I like for shits and giggles, and because Blindeye is here, I like to call Lunafreya as a Braska, but they actually tried on the kit. So Lunafreya, her S1's a non-damaging attack. It is a party heal, pretty standard. Has a big battery on it. Charges with the gauge, pretty standard party heal. Her S2, it is an AoE damaging attack. It does Ice Imperil, and it's a pretty nice damaging ability for a support. Her EX, also big damage. I believe that's the one that gives her the Ice Enchant, but I could be wrong.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, so her EX buff is what gives her the Ice Enchant. So, really, her skills are pretty alright, pretty standard. The main, hype part about Lunafreya is her LD, because her LD gives her this overhead buff, I believe. And this overhead goes up by 1 every time Lunafreya acts. And it caps out at 4 stacks. And when she is at 4 stacks, her Brave command and HP attack command changes. Her Brave Plus command allows you to put on a buff of swiftness on a party member. This party member will let their first this buff will give a character 3 turns in a row, and on the first turn they get a free skill use. And I believe it's all free turns, right?
The third, yes, it is all free turns.
It's 3 free turns, and one of them is a free skill use. Pretty damn good. Her HP plus buff is grants a party member a pretty stacked HP damage up bonus. I believe it's 30 to 40%, somewhere around there. And it gives the party member a Leo effect. And for those who are not aware of what the Leo effect is, it is a true damage HP dump stacked on top of your own HP damage, which is scaled purely off of your HP damage cap, and it is unaffected by force time. However, this buff that Luna grants will also stack with Leo Call, so you can have a slightly higher damage boost as well. So it's pretty good. Her LD So this is where like the pain-ish aspect of Luna comes into play. With her LD, she will grant any party member on her right side the swiftness buff, and she will grant any party member on her left side the Leo buff. And while at the same time, she grants herself both buffs. So immediately afterwards, she gets 3 turns in a row plus a free skill use. And a lot of people do like to use that free skill use on her S1 for more gauge charging. I believe her LD also gives her an additional use of her S2, so she gets a lot of uses from her S2 because that's like her bread and butter damaging skill.
Skill 1 and skill 2.
It's both. Yeah, it's both.
One of both. Okay,
Yep,
so that's even more.
both.
That's even more ridiculous. But yeah, this is pretty much why like Luna Freya is super hyped, because the buffs are very potent. That free turn buff can really shave down the turn count, and that HP damage up bonus, while we still have these fights with HP damage reduction, you'll definitely feel it. And her LD call also does this gimmick. However, it is 1 turn less, I believe, and it does not do the HP dump. So it's just the buffing aspect, and that is perfectly fine because the consecutive turn aspect is what makes everyone really like it. A lot of people like using Luna's call for setting up their force time into BT phases, especially for like specific 6-turn BT effects like Jack Garland in the future and Reigns. Yeah, fuck setting up Reigns FR without Luna call, by the way. But yeah, that's why a lot of people are really excited for Luna. Her FR, it's nothing really special. I don't remember the condition, or I don't remember the percent increases off the top of my head. But one of the conditions is hitting ice, which is pretty easy because she ice enchants. Another condition is hitting water, I think, and which is also pretty easy because during force time she true water enchants the party, so everyone will be hitting for water no matter what. So that's an easy condition you got. And then her last condition, and this one's a little bit trickier to hit. It is when you grant a buff to a party member. So Excalibur says it is 20% per condition, so that's a 60% increase if you manage to hit all 3 conditions. It's a pretty okay FR. Luna Freya herself doesn't quite meet all the conditions consecutively. The best she can do is her LD, but even then the multi-turns afterwards will fuck it up. So really, like, the FR is okay. You don't really have to worry about it, I'd say. Her BT effect is pretty good. From what I know, it is a standard stats up BT. It is 10 turns. You get a lot of stats up. And as a bonus, every buff that Luna Freya gives to the party will have one additional turn attached to it. So with the buff of swiftness, instead of getting 3 free turns, you will get like 4 free turns, and then you'll get 1 additional turn on the Leo buff. So it's pretty good. Really good. Strengths, obviously she's really powerful buffer. Like, the buffs is why Luna is super hyped. Ice Enchant's really nice, makes you hit that damage cap easier. And she has actually a pretty good amount of damage for a support character. And I did use Luna, fully invested Luna with staff and everything. And she did feel really good to use from a damage perspective. As for cons, obviously she is an Ice Enchanter, so you can't really use her with any other type of like FR, like Sabins or whatnot. So she is strictly locked to Ice. Additionally, because she's an Ice Enchanter, there's going to be elemental lockouts in the future, and that Ice Enchant can really hurt you. Obviously, the counterplay to that is just don't press her EX, because her EX buff is what gives her the Ice Enchant to the party. But it's kind of impractical. I never really tried it, so don't take my word for it. But that's just something to keep in mind. And that's about it. That's all I gotta say about Luna Freya.
What about the whole skip Luna Freya power creep Shalada type thing?
Oh yeah, they are extremely different. Like Charlotta batteries so hard. And Luna Freya gives you a lot of like free turns and damage enhancements. They are very different characters. And Charlotta out damages Lunafreya, I'd say. Because
Yeah.
that overhead is
Yes.
that overhead is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cracked.
You can run
Even-
Charlotta as a DPS.
Even her skill too is cracked right now. Like, what is it? 6 dumps?
Yeah, 6 dumps. But yeah, they're very much different. You can't really go wrong with either one of them. They'll both help you out to like extremely high like degree. Lunafreya does work at a smaller investment. Like you don't really need her FR or her BT, although it would be nice to have the BT effect. So really, to get the main selling point of Lunafreya, which is her buffing from the overhead, going up to LD is perfectly fine.
And I can confirm that because I had Luna no BT, full blue armor, with just a regular staff, and use her in plenty of comps. So you definitely don't need that BT.
Yeah, I know some people like don't even give her a staff ultima. Like it's literally EX LD Lunafreya because her buffing is that powerful.
At least they know what she's worth for.
She got more voice lines in this game than in 15.
She got more screen time than she did in her own game.
That too.
I mean, so did
Crazy.
Rosca. All we saw from him is spheres and fucking statues and 10.
Good point.
So, what's the general round consensus on Lunafreya? Because, I hate this bitch with every fucking fiber of my being. I will admit that she is very good. She is a very good character.
Yeah, she is very, very good character that I would recommend to anyone to get. Like that call especially is super good.
Oh yeah, no, I think like at most everyone should get that call because that call actually helps a lot of people. Because like I'll be honest with y'all, like I know most of y'all in here don't play JP besides a few of us in here, but if you're planning to go for characters like let's say Jack or like Reigns, let it out, especially Reigns. If you don't get that Lunafreya LD call, it's gonna be kind of painful. It's gonna be kind of painful to optimize them.
It sucks trying to set up Reigns' FR with his BT phase without it.
I will say one thing that Alfie forgot to mention is with BT and her high armor plus 3 out of 3, she has 40% HP damage cap up. She has the support armor, I believe, and then 1-3, so 20% total, and then the BT is another 20, so if someone gets a BT, they could, that's like Garnet numbers.
That's the numbers game that I do not pay attention to at all.
Just max it out. That's all I was thinking. Just max it out.
Now you just
So you
reminded
definitely
me,
can't go wrong.
there was a hot take going around that Lunafreya was gonna power creep Garnet. You just reminded me of that. That sounds so dumb though.
Don't worry. I think a lot of people.
She's an ice water Garnet.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's it.
No. Here's my dumb take about Lunafreya. Lunafreya is an ice water Garnet who has a positional based playstyle like Pain.
Oh my god.
So bad, dude.
Oh
bad.
man. But yeah, I think once lockouts start happening, the elemental lockouts, because it does happen for a good bit, I think people will realize how much of an impact Charlotta can make under different circumstances compared to Luna.
Oh yeah.
Alfie rattled those numbers off.
Yeah,
My brain shut off.
I did not say any numbers. Did I say numbers?
You did say something about numbers.
I didn't. I said I don't pay attention to the numbers.
I mean, at least you weren't talking about potencies.
That's fair. Oh yeah, and Lunafreya's potencies are strong enough to where she always hits her brave damage count.
Jesus Christ. But I know you and Sax have used her in JP, but the only times I use her is for a call, and that's the only reason why I would ever use her.
Yeah,
that lady is only used for lockouts, and oh god, Yoshi, no, please.
Yeah, to get the main selling point out of Lunafreya, like up to LD is good enough. The BT is nice to have though, especially if you plan on using her more often. Her BT phase isn't that great, honestly. At least in terms of damage. And so I wouldn't really expect to use her BT for damage output. use her BT phase for more
Gauge
charging.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
More charging, yeah.
What's that? Praying Luna Freya. Yeah, that's just praying Luna Freya. That's it.
Yeah, it's not gauge charging. It's making sure everyone's fully healed.
No, it's making sure that when she comes back in her book, you know, the book that she's apparently a protagonist in that got her that BT, that's her praying that the book won't be shit. But, yeah, no. Bless the character. For the right and wrong reasons. But, wait, SaxKing, did you say anything about Luna Freya, like your honest opinions on her?
Honestly, I used her quite a bit because honestly, she actually kind of does pair well with Ulti. You throw up that swiftness on top of the fact that Ulti's taking so many turns. It just, basically, she can really provide that. She can really provide that launch pad to make sure bosses don't take turns. Like, I'm not a sweaty no turn guy, but she definitely can empower whatever sweaty no turn, low turn count runs. She can definitely help out with that, and she pairs well with Ulti. So I did use her quite a bit.
Yeah, the one thing I really like about using Luna Freya is how versatile she is with the buffing. Like, if you want to encourage like no boss turning, then you could slap Luna onto the far left for the two allies to get swiftness buff and everything. And if you're trying to rely on off turns, you can put her on the far right so your off turn attackers can get the Leo buff. So it's pretty nice. I like how versatile she really is. Like, I know a lot of people that hate Luna, and that's an understatement. A lot of people hate Luna, but her kit is very refreshing to play with at this point in time.
I mean, they have to do that, or else people would skip her. Okay, let's be honest. Would anyone pull Luna? Well, besides Alphi and Yoshi. Besides Alphi and Yoshi, would anyone pull Luna Freya? Even if she didn't get a BT, she wasn't busted. I'm pretty sure most of you wouldn't.
Yeah, granted, I ain't even play 15, so if I didn't know she was okay, I'd have skipped her straight up.
Yeah, I don't have too much attachments with her, and I played 15.
You have to give me
who is this?
You have to give me like a whole textbook of why you like Luna Freya, and it better be valid.
Don't worry, they did give you a book about why you should like Luna Freya.
Okay. You know what? While this COD is in their BT phase, in fucking co-op, it's not even BT plus COD of Darkness, but we're gonna move on to the next character, and this is the other BT plus unit. This character has been dead in the water since I literally believe Lufinia era. She hasn't gotten jack shit since that era at all. No blue armor, no BT plus, no nothing. But she is finally getting her BT plus, and she is finally getting a rework. Ultimecia, who I believe is the oldest character in the game by that standard, if we're talking about all that shit. Is she the oldest character in the game? Because I feel like every other villain and every other character has gotten upgraded besides her.
They always, I'm not gonna lie, like when I first started playing JP, a big incentive about it was like, okay, I'll get to play the new upgraded Ultimecia first. Like, matter of fact, I think when I was playing JP, I don't even think Ulti was out in global yet, so it was something like that. But long story short, I just remember counting down the months, like, okay, this month it has to be Ulti, and then it'd be somebody else, it'd be Lael or somebody, and then up until they got to the ass in the characters where it's like, well, outside of XDev, OT, and who fucking like Eltnarsh, it took a while. It took a long ass time. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember huffing copium every 15 days.
Every 15 days I huff copium. But we have the Ultimecia expert over here, SaxKing, to tell us everything about Ultimecia. So take it away, man.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and break OTs down. Break OT down for y'all. Starting off with this rework. So pre-rework, I called it Copium Swords. If you ever play Ultimecia and you hit that S1, you feel like a loser. Like, it was just a bad skill. So, but now it's turned into a 6-hit magic AoE single target attack done 4 times. Really good for like cutting down like it's a good attack for hitting single targets, but it has a little bit of splash on it as well. So you know like 50% splash on non-targets. So it's not bad to use against multiple targets, but I primarily use it to burn down somebody with a single target, because primarily you're going to be using skill number 2, Hell's Judgment. That one now is turned into a 4-hit AoE Magic Brave plus HP attack done 3 times. It's full AoE, so you know that's pretty much going to be your go-to skill when you have multiple enemies. We're gonna go a little bit down. I'm reading off of a sheet. I'm not like Alphi, so I don't know all the shit off the top of my head. So her LD Shockwave Pulsar. One of the good things about it is now she has like she starts with the buff, the Sorceress Intervention, 6 turns, so you don't have to just use a skill at the beginning. You still have to do that initial either S1 or S2 just to get the Maleficium stacks up to 5. But you know what, you lose damage on 1 button press, and then OT is pretty much up and running. The ramp up cost is severely down. It's severely taken down. But so yeah, you got the Shockwave Pulsar. Now it's a 4-hit magic AoE Brave plus HP attack done 5 times. Big potency increase. Some stat ups on the LD buff, which I don't care about that shit. So when with her C90 now, when her EX passive is equipped, you get 80% brave damage. Well, at least for her, you get 40% brave recovery received up, and you get 40% stolen and recover max brave up, max brave overflow up. Also you get the like I said, you start this quest with 3 stacks of Maleficium, however the fuck you say it. You have to use, like I said, 1 S1 or 1 S2 to get up to 5 stacks, and then like I said, it's pretty much gone. So one of the good things about having the C90 now was with OT's EX rotation now you get 2 free skills. So you know OT had for the longest of time, pretty much like what Cross was saying when she got put in the fucking dirt. Like now you get 2 free skills, and I think basically how it works, you get the 2 free skills, EX 2 free skills. Once you come out of that 2 free skills, one actual skill that you're using, and then then her turn is over. But the next time you get to the next time, her EX will be up. Right here, what I'm about to say is, I think one of the biggest sleepers that people kind of think they kind of don't mention about OT, and this is what increases her longevity so much, is not only the fact that you get them 2 free skills, but the fact that during her Junction Griever phase, that's when Griever is above her head, all buff duration doesn't go down. Now, that's not a total complete rule, because there are certain buffs that do tick down. I know for certain, Luna Freya's swiftness and the HP plus buff, those will tick down. I know Aphon's buff, that will tick down, but other buffs, like specifically somebody like Core's buff, the one that allows Core to do the preemptives, that doesn't tick down. So essentially, you get to put buffs on Ultimecia, and you very rarely have to worry about the buffs falling off. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I can read now when she gets to global, so I kind of know what's actually gonna fall off, so I don't have to guess. But that's very rare where I'm actually worried about what buff is that's about to fall off of Ultimecia, because like literally every time her turn comes up, she's gonna be at EX. So her C88 basically grants her C88, it basically just increases her stolen brave overflow. It increases her brave damage cap by 20%, and then the effect lasts for 6 turns. Now let's get to one of the meat and potatoes which really kind of sets OT off. If you guys know, if you played the game for a while, OT can delete people. It used to be a poor, huff my copium. It used to be 3 fucking turns. It used to be 3 turns of deletion, no auras. So it was literally there just to delete 3 turns, and that was it. So now with BT Plus, it's now 6 turns. But get this, there's more. She has auras. So the BT attack itself is now 10 hit magic AoE brave plus HP attack done twice. I'm gonna spare y'all the numbers. Just know that it hits harder. But really, the biggest thing that comes with it is, like I said, now it's been extended to 6 turns, and the party gets the following effects. I'll read off these numbers: 50% brave damage up, 20% HP damage up, 50% HP damage. Brave damage cap up, and 30% held brave and HP damage cap up. So the beauty about all of this is that now Ultimecia has a actual functional auras that go along with her actual deletion effect on her BT. So that kind of puts you in a bit of a conundrum into the play styles, and I guess I'll kind of talk about that now. So if you've kind of been following along, I was basically saying that Ultimecia, when her turn comes up, pretty much every single turn that comes up, she's always going to be, her EX is pretty much always going to be up, which basically means EX attack, free skill, actual skill use, her turn ends, your teammates go, then it comes back up, and then when her turns come back up, her EX is going to be up. So where I guess this is where playstyles kind of start to separate themselves, is the fact that, and I had to learn this while I was playing Ultimecia, but you don't have to initially just hit that EX and go into the EX loop when Ulti's BT effect up. Because yes, if you just, you'll run through them 6 turns quick. Just go into the EX loop and the EX loop. You'll burn through them 6 turns quick. And yes, he will delete the target. However, as I was just mentioning, the fact that it actually has auras attached to it, and actually good auras too, especially that HP damage cap up. You take note of that, even if it is for 6 turns, you take note of that. So you don't necessarily have to, if Ulti is if your only BT user in a team, you definitely don't have to just, hit the gas and go ahead and spam her EX loops while she's in that phase. The next thing I kind of want to talk about, still kind of on play style, is, and okay, before I even say this, let me ask y'all, is the consensus Ulti is mid? Is that what I've been hearing? Is that what y'all been hearing?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard anything about Ulti.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's sort of crickets.
it's one of those. It's one of that things where because she's a turn hogger, and people know how turn hoggers are in the first Force era, where you're either good or you're bad, and depending on how much damage you're doing per turn on the Force, it really depends on the turn hogger that you're bringing. So, like, let's say someone, for example, who's like let's say Titus, example, since he has his own FR and shit like that. The reason why he's good is because he has an FR that he can drive. He can drive other FRs, right? But if you're like saying any other turn hogger, like Lightning,
Tancred.
Tancred Lightning, then it doesn't justify your damage, because not only you're not doing that, if you're not doing more than 3 HP attacks, your damage is also ass. So yeah. So I personally don't think Ulti's mid. It's just one of those things where people are looking too into like the whole, turn hogger equals bad type thing.
Yeah, see, that's why I fucks with you. I see that, Pasta, by the way. I'm gonna get to you later. But but for real though, like, that's why I fucks with you, because like anything else, like in this fucking game, depending on how you build up your team, or how you construct it, or what you do or how you play, basically incentivizes either you're going to bring the character or you can build around to make said character good. I personally was explaining, just now that, at least regarding OT's BT effect, you could either use it to, get those deletes off really, really quickly, or, so you can get that head start, or, maybe there's a particular fight where, hey, the boss has mechanics, the boss has thresholds, something you don't want to deal with. You can pop that BT effect right then and there, and and take care of those turns. So that's one thing that I can say against that. One con of OT that I don't like, and it became clear later on, is she doesn't have brave refunds in her dumps. So
Oh
if the
yeah.
reductions are
brave
high,
lands.
yeah, if the reductions are high, you're getting shit on. Cross, I figured this out, man, because when Buna came out, you was trying to challenge me, bro. And I was
That shit
struggling.
sucked.
This is honestly, bro, that fight and that challenge was what got me to go ahead and green Shalada, and that's how I found out how fucking a good unit Shalada is. That those brave gains on hit definitely was, it was helping Ota get through it.
Amen,
So
brother.
yeah, man, like so I actually did a little bit of research before I came on here, just because I wanted to find out what FRs potentially, if you really wanted to use OT, that you could use, or what kind of team members. One of my personal favorite teams I like to use was Core and Ultimecia. I'm not Core, Ultimecia. Core and Luna Freya, with Luna Freya in the middle, OT on OT up top, Core at the bottom. Why? Because Core, if I go into a BT phase and time everything right, I can get Core with the HP damage buff up. So that has like the Leo effect. I got Luna Freya. I mean, not Luna Freya. I got Ultimecia stacked with fucking turns, so she can go crazy. And if I remember correctly, I think there was a bug. Wasn't it like a bug with Luna Freya's FR on release?
The bug was Core. So the Core interactive bug with Luna Freya was he was double ticking the conditions. So that's why you would see like plus, I believe, 120 on his turn.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, especially since Luna Freya had the 2 elemental conditions. Instead of getting plus 40 like usual, you would get like plus 80, plus 85 if he was force enhanced and stuff.
But don't worry, they took that away. But they leave Cam intended. It's a feature, by the way.
Yeah, fuck you, Mog.
yeah, pretty much, man. So I use them a lot. So Core is obviously good because, like I said, his buff doesn't tick down on OT. Cisne, I don't have to explain to you why OT is good with Cisne. I damn sure don't have to explain to you why Kane is good with Ultimecia. Laguna, you throw that buff up on there. It's only 4 turns, right? Not only can you delete the target, but the more times OT gets to go, the more grenade explosions. Shalada, like I just said, because she helps you get past that, those reductions. Aroha, because she has a brave floor, so OT would never go down. She'll never go down, and she should always be capping pretty much. Luna Freya, basically don't have to explain that. X-Def, if you like your fights long, X-Def with that BT effect, with that sap up, he can definitely tick it down. Sephiroth, for all you Uteroth degenerates out there. I mean, you throw his BT effect up there, yeah, he throw his BT effect there. That's constant breaks on top of it being deleted. So that's something that you can look forward to. Garnet, auras, follow-ups. Aphmau, if you don't want to go for Luna Freya, and I guess if you still want to have some kind of turn control with OT outside of the deletes, you could just throw Aphmau in there. So when she'll acts, Aphmau has free turns, so that gives OT more chances to jump in with the EX loop. FRs that I found out that are pretty good with her is she can hit Terra's condition, because Terra's is using magic ability and instant turn rate. She can hit Tita's condition. His is instant turn rate and hit a debuff enemy. She can hit Camlum Knots. Everybody can hit Camlum Knots if you do it right. Renoa, she can hit that. I mean, granted, some of these other ones are in the future. They're not going to hit yet. But, Renoa's like magic ability, have a special effect, low HP. I'm pretty sure, I think Lude's Call, lets you lose HP. Am I wrong on that?
Yes, Lude's Call does that, yes.
Okay, so that's something you can do. Vaughn is have a free skill, have his brave, have your brave at least 20%, which is his BT effect. That's easy to hit. Cores is amazing to hit. Just hit above 9999. OT's definitely going to do that, and he's going to trigger his own follow up. Kuja, huff the copium, but use a holy attack. Got to hit AOE and Neon, which is the new sauce that I basically found out. I think I saw Doritos using. I was like, that's a good ass idea. But yeah, Neon with that BT effect up, just rainbow numbers. So fire ability, hit above 9999, and hit an enemy with a stackable debuff.
Don't say that. You're gonna attract Indo.
Yeah, you're gonna attract Indo if you mention Neon. I think you should stop.
You know what? Yeah, you're exactly right. So let's go ahead and end it right there. So essentially, just to put a button on it and just kind of wrap it up. I think Ultimecia is about as good as you make her. Like, if you're going to build for her as your primary damage dealer, then yes, you will have to take into account that she is going to eat up the turns. So you want to make sure at the very least she has the she's going to hit the FR condition that you have up there. If not, if you're going to use her like a secondary damage dealer or a turn, let's say manipulator. If you want to do it like that, she can definitely hit that role. She can definitely fit that role as well. I think she's a pretty good unit, and you really should be pulling for her because she's hot above anything else.
No.
So.
There is one thing I want to add on.
Go ahead.
You did mention that there was no brave gains, and that is definitely a flaw.
Yeah,
but it is mitigated somewhat by her new EX buff. Griever's Magic's got a 50% brave steel added onto it, so it's not that bad. Like, if she does a lot of brave damage, which I mean, her BT gives 50% brave damage cap up. It's not too bad, like, capping and whatnot. Like, if she's hitting max, which she does lower defense a little bit, and I believe she has debuff armor. You did mention it, like, she'll more than often just cap her brave damage.
Yeah,
so it's something to pretty much consider.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, if you go ahead, Cross, you got it.
I think personally though, I don't think ulti's mid. I think it's just one of those things where people are still getting used to the Force era. Not the people who play JP, because people who play JP already know what Force era is like. But like, there's a difference between people who can drive FRs and characters who can't drive FRs, right? Ultimecia, she can drive FRs. She's supposed to be driving FRs. She's a free turn DPS. She has 12 turns of delete if you use both the phase and the finisher. So by that time, the enemies are not getting turns at all, unless they turn warp. But no, she can definitely hold her own, and I think she is probably going to be overlooked. And good thing she's not like some crazy Ultra Weapon type, because if she was some shit like fucking like Dagger because of her swords, that'd be dumb as shit. But she's unique, and that's good. So if I ever decide to green her, I can give her that unique, and then she'll make that ass clap.
I think one of the good things we need to realize too is she has access to so much free turns, and the first FR is often like really difficult to pump out unless you obviously just FR charge. But unless you're Luna Freya, like, you're pretty much on a time limit. Like, even Braska, like 7 Kiragas, that's not enough to like 100% the gauge. If you just start with 7 Kiragas and then like use as FR, you're not gonna have enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like that early ramp up, I mean, granted, it's not like an FR charger ramp up, but I mean, it does help out that she's taking frequent turns and she's, pumping out 3%, 4%, and she gets 3 back-to-back turns. That's basically an FR charge, and you're doing a little bit of damage on the side,
Why is there an RNA in my co-op? Anyway,
yeah, no, she's great. I think people who are underhyping her, like, there's more to her than just being a turn hogger, is all I'll say.
Again, just because they're turn hoggers does not mean that they're bad. Some turn hoggers are good. Some are Thancred. Some are Thancred.
Some are Thancred. Some are Thancred, and some are Alice.
But what's your stats on her, Alfie?
I mean, they brought her numbers up to modern standards now, which is pretty nice. I don't know. I didn't really look at Ultimecia stuff, so I don't really have much to say. The turn deletion is pretty nice. I do want to say that you probably have to be a little bit careful depending on what stage you're actually using it on, because like some stages, and we've already had some stages that did this, some stages decreases your party stats as the enemy force gauge increases, and some decreases it even further when their force time actually activates. So unless you're able to cancel the FR condition for the enemies, if you nuke their turns like into oblivion with ulti, your party is going to be hit. Your party stats is going to be severely lowered for a pretty long time.
Oh my god, that's a good point, because I've done that before, bro. I've done that where I turns in the Shadow Realm, they hit their first time, and all of a sudden I'm doing either no damage or trust me. Very good point.
Or it's Vayne's IW and you can't kill the boss because their force time is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I forgot to mention something. There were a couple fights, I think it was during Jack Garland's fights, where if you FR charge, the enemy's FR gauge actually increased more than yours.
It was specifically Rydia's fight.
It was
Rydia's
fight.
During,
yeah, but what they did is that they also made it so that some of those fights also made it so that it wasn't if you charged, it was by default that they did that.
Some stages, okay. For Rydia specifically, it was specifically if you used the non-damaging ability.
Yeah, it was like they got triple the amount you did or some shit. Like you still got a lot, but like they got triple the amount.
They got a lot if you use the non-damaging skill, which is really good, and I wish was the norm.
I'm just happy.
Ulti could be used in there.
I'm just happy ulti does damage because that skill 1 is horrible.
No more copium swords, man.
And like her skill 1 is 4 dumps, single target plus a hit of splash, right?
Yeah, 50% splash. So if you have damage up, then that's like almost damn near 100%.
That's and then damage in Terra.
and then one thing as well, she has gravity.
She does.
Yes, she does.
Skill 2 and I think LD.
Is it only 50%
and
gravity?
brave and the brave attack if you actually degenerate to use that?
It's 70% on S2 and I think 90% on LD Alphi.
Okay.
80% on LD. It's 80%.
Like, I don't think the gravity is nice, but I definitely would not pick that for like mechanics where you have to break them and you're dealing once because you're not going to be breaking.
Well, obviously.
But yeah, it is nice to have. Like, I imagine it'd be really good if Fujin Heretics was still active. I'd imagine ulti would be pretty damn good in shaving down their massive gains.
Excalibur said, but can you imagine how strong ulti will be with someone else holding a K-Sith call? That is something you can.
Yeah, that's
something you can consider, obviously. Or, like back to what SaxKing talking about Core and Ultimecia. Something funny I thought about that is since Core's FR also ticks on the off turns, if the boss somehow gets a shitload of turns at some point, or they turn up to you, that's like an extra bit of percent, and some percentage is nice on the FR gauge. It's like what? Like, I mean, it's +5, but +5 is better than nothing. It's not +1.
+5 adds up.
Wouldn't she work with Minwoo as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
because I don't know if his trap is like a field effect like Yang, or if it's just like a trap attack.
It definitely isn't like that. If it was,
no, it's when the debuff goes down.
Well, I know it's chaotic, even or like just from his base trap, but yeah, like I didn't know how chaotic. My bad.
Low key, she was a sleeper pick for that fight because I think that fight's FR mechanic had something to do where if you delete it, if you delete their turns, that kills their FR gauge.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Minwoo has turn deletion on his S1, I believe, when it's plussed.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing about turn hoggers is that they turn hog. It's pretty easy to drive follow-up characters, like obviously Kane and Yang, who is on her banner. So there's definitely some appeal to it. Because of that, though, like I think they're pretty scared to give turn hogging characters a good amount of dumps. Like I know Vayne has like 3 dumps, which is kind of yikers.
Well, think about this. Ulti also deletes. So imagine giving a character like Ulti like 5 or 6 HP attacks, and then she also deletes. That'd be broken.
I wasn't done talking, but I was saying in comparison, Ulti's dumps are pretty nice on its own because it's 4 dumps with splash. Like that's more than Terra.
That's more than.
And the S2 is 100% triple dump. Is it triple or double dump?
I think it's triple.
It's triple.
Triple dump. yeah, 100% triple AoE dump, which is pretty nice. And it's 2 free skill uses. So yeah, she does do a good amount of damage, especially considering like she's turn hogging as a lot.
Alright, I think we spent like, what, 20 minutes talking about Ultimecia, but SaxKing, you did not disappoint, brother. You,
Appreciate you.
yeah, man, but, who's our next character? Lion's forehead. I mean, Lion. Lion, she's getting a C90, getting a rework. Inuala was actually supposed to be here to talk about her, but I guess he's not here. So, Alphi, talk about why you love FF11, even though you never played the fucking game.
But I did not say FF11.
No,
I said I like Lion.
I joked. No, I was joking.
Okay. Okay. But anyway, first off, that forehead. Second off, Lion's rework. It's pretty standard, just more dumps across the board, really. She kind of did the same thing she did back with her LD debut, but just like more damage, honestly. So it is pretty much the same as her previous iteration. Her follow-up has 2 dumps now, which is pretty nice. Her S1 has, I believe, 3 dumps. Pure single target with a hit of splash, I believe. Pretty nice. And her S2 is double dump with splash on both hits, which is also pretty nice. So really she's hitting about 4 to 5 dumps like on a skill use. And her EX does hit pretty damn hard. Especially if you manage to get the Walk the Plank light version where she gets another dump on top of that. She does a lot of dispelling every time she does a follow-up. Her follow-up dispels 1 buff from the enemy, so it is pretty nice for when you need it. She does do some debuffs. I believe she does defense down, max brave down, and turn rate down. Pretty nice. I personally didn't really feel the impactfulness of the debuffs, so it is kind of just there. She's really fast, so she's not turn hogging fast, but she does jump around pretty much, which is pretty cool to keep up with speedier bosses, but it is a downside because if your damage isn't high enough, then she'll burn through her LD buff, which is what allows her to do the follow-up. So it is something to keep in mind. Her EX recharges in 1 skill use, so about 1 skill use, and it hits really, really hard. It's a full AoE dispel, which is really nice, and it recovers 1 use of her S1, so she can pretty much skill spam the whole time. She does hit for weakness damage, not elemental weakness, just weakness damage, because she had this gimmick where if she attacks an enemy not targeting her, she deals weakness damage. But with her LD buff, that actually allows her to ignore that condition, so now she always hits weakness damage. So she is pretty self-sufficient, really good. She has some dispels. She still has that turn manipulation she can do with her Brave Plus if you really want to make sure you get that additional dump on that EX. Overall, pretty nice. She's hot. Dagger isn't too bad. Yeah, I mean...
Are you saying that just
it's
because
just
of a 5/5 dagger?
Yes, I do. It's literally for Lion and Edge. But despite all these, like, her follow-up is Holy Elemental, which is whatever, because she does do refunds in between dumps. Yeah. Her Walk the
I
Plank light
thought it
version.
was just her EX, like Walk the Plank.
Oh wait, did I say follow-up?
You said follow-up.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
like,
shit,
wait,
my
that
bad.
shit
No,
is
I did not say
Holy.
follow-up. I did not mean follow. I meant to say the follow-up from the EX, the fucking Walk the Plank light version. My bad.
That's so
Yeah, that one. The
I'm confused.
my bad. The additional dump from the EX is Holy Elemental. She does refund in between dumps, so it's not that bad. But yeah, despite all this, like at her core, I'd still say she's a damage dealer, and we have plenty of those. The spelling is pretty nice, especially if you plan on using something like Balthier's FR in the future. I don't know, I just don't think she's that special for an average player. Like, she's pretty nice, she's pretty fun.
Yeah, she's...
Yes, I'm still going for her.
She's a bonus if you don't have
She is a bonus.
Lion's a bonus for me. I skipped her all the way till now. At least I can score her gear while both with Luna Freya. Yeah, she is with Luna Freya, obviously. Who's the dummy character on that banner anyway? Is it Bosch?
Is it Cypher?
No, Cypher's on Ultimecia, funny enough.
Oh, it is Bosch then.
Yeah. boss.
Yeah, you know,
He's
he's
a
just
good-
standing
good
there,
tank.
keeping the team alive. You know.
Could be a good tank for Dare to Defy if you still need to do that. If you're out of tanks.
You're not wrong.
My opinion about Lion is I don't really have a stance on her. I mean, like, I think she's decent, but not special. That's the only real thing I can say about her. Like, I don't think she's horrible, but I feel like she is a character you can definitely live without. I mean, I don't know who the fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know who the fuck is gonna drop their shit for Lion and say, "Oh, Lion's a better DPS than Tidus."
Yeah, with I was about to say something. Oh, she only shaves one target at a time outside of her EX, so you do have to kind of play around with that. Just in case both bosses hit really, really hard and her turn comes up, which is pretty shitty. She's really fast. That could really eat up your force time.
Yeah.
But her damage is pretty good on its own.
That speed kind of bothers me. That kind of bothers me, honestly. Like,
Yeah, she is fast, but she does have a good amount of dumps on her own to make up for it.
what's your opinion on her SaxKing and Blindeye?
She's cute.
She's cute.
Yeah, I guess that's all I can really
Simple.
say.
What the fuck is Founder here?
She's an
Hi
LD
there.
only. She's an LD only character competing with FRs and BTs.
Yeah,
I wanted Lion when she first came around with XDEF that first time, but I never got her, and the magic died.
So here's the thing: I never played FF11. That's the one mainline game I've never played. And Lion is that one. Lion's that one character I've had fully built every iteration in DFO.
Didn't you use her in like C6? No, it was C70 when she got her EX plus.
I did use her for a good bit on Global, yeah.
I think she's also a curse star character, and I think
Ooh,
both
yeah,
of
she
her
is.
both of her curse starts are really good. I think it's like 10% Embrave and +1 on S2, and then I think 20% attack and Embrave when she's buffed.
Yeah,
So-
she is a cursed art character, so take that what you will, and she really does want those cursed arts.
Yeah.
Yoshi mentioned that her EX Walk the Plank light is still bugged if you use a call ability.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Lion's
because you get
EX
the light.
being bugged.
Yeah, you get the light version when a party member acts, but if you use a call, I think the game counts it as your own turn, so it doesn't become the light version.
It's weird. Yeah, so the additional dump, like 2 dumps from her EX, only happens if a party member acted before Lion's turn. Using a call will fuck that over for some stupid reason. And I don't know if this was fixed, but it will also revert back to the normal version if any like boss text boxes appear.
What?
Yeah,
What?
that was a thing with
That's
her
tough.
CA,
It's like the
which is
boss
really
stares
shit.
at you, it's like, damn man, I just
Yeah.
lost like 2 dumps.
Like those 79%, 49% buffing thresholds, that will make her lose the follow-up. I don't know if that was fixed. It might have been fixed.
I don't know, man.
But
They
it's
left
really tough.
They left Arden bugged. They left
But
Arden bugged.
yeah, I mean, at her heart, she is a DPS character trying to compete with a fuckload of DPS we've had at this point. So, really, like, at that point, what she offers is her utility, which is the dispelling, which is okay. So, really, I don't think she's anything special. I like her a lot.
I mean,
but
I guess
wouldn't really recommend her.
if this ever gets utilized, I think she cannot miss on everything except the X as well.
Yes, that is true. Both of her skills cannot miss.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
cannot miss with those skills.
So I guess if we're ever fighting like a boss, maybe global first, that they just like inflict blind or screw up with us, maybe like a Shinryu,
Oh,
Malboro.
100% evasion. Oh,
Yeah, I
does.
mean, she can be one of the few that can bypass that.
And she's really self-sufficient too, because she also gives herself attack up and crit rate up and weakness damage. So
bro,
she's
her
pretty
skills
self-sufficient.
And I
Her
think
skills
she
be
brave
hard for
games in
no
between
reason.
too.
Her skills hit
Yeah, and
hard
she
for
has
no
refunds.
reason. Them shits hit hard for no reason.
Yeah, it's just we have plenty of attackers at this point, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for her to compete.
Yeah,
She's
honestly.
nothing really
Tragic.
special. She's really fun. She's
Yeah,
nothing
honestly.
really
Tragic.
special. She's really fun, but she's nothing really
I
anything
think
special.
that's the thing about LD only DPSs is that if you're an LD only DPS, you better have either an FR or good enough numbers to try and compete. Like that's the thing you need the most.
Her numbers are pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. You'll be fine without Lion.
Besides, most people didn't play FFOing.
Yeah, most people don't know Balthier.
Bruh.
Moving on. The last character we have on this banner is Yang. Yang has gotten his C90, his rework. His C90 and rework obviously do the same thing that does for every other character. It gives them more dumps. Damn it, I said dumps, and Alphi has me saying it. It's HP attacks, not dumps. Fuck you, Alfie.
This is correct. Saying HP dumps is bad.
Anyways, the biggest thing that Young got changed is his LD. Now, before this LD buff was only 2 turns for God knows whatever reason it was for 2 turns. I guess they thought it was too strong. But now it is actually 8 turns. So now he can play, you know, an off-turn-ish type character. Because before you would bring this dude in a team where it's either Terra Young or Lightning Young or Tidus Young or whatever turn hogger you're bringing with him anyways. But that's the whole thing with Young. He got more HP attacks. He hits harder. He still has the Embrave floor that cannot go through guaranteed breaks. It is one of the few Embrave floors that cannot do that. So if you bring Young into a fight that has a boss that has guaranteed breaks, it will not go by that. So that's something to keep in mind. But Yang, funny enough, got a good upgrade here. He actually did. Again, he can play turn hogger, he can play counter character, and we know how strong off-turn damage is in the FR era. So that's something he can definitely contend. He can hit a lot of FRs. Reno's FR is out now, so go to town, and then later on, Core's FR comes down later down the line. If you want to use some of the turn hogger, obviously we have those. Tidus, Terra Young returns. Nasty. That's disgusting. What else? Ultimecia. What other turn hogger am I forgetting?
Anchored.
You're not gonna pair Young with Anchored.
Shell.
You're not pairing Shulk with Young. I guess
Ursula.
Maybe.
I mean, her chakra is instant turn rate, so is her EX. She turn warps as well.
Daughter.
I guess so. Father combo. Yeah, I guess so. There's one more turn hogger. I can't remember who off the top of my head. You know, fuck it. Fuck turn hoggers. But as for counter play, well, I don't think anyone's gonna be dumb enough to say Yang skip Yang because insert this tank is better than him because Yang is not a tank. Just because he counters, he's not a tank. But good character overall. What's your guys' thoughts on him?
I mean,
go ahead, Blindeye.
I mean, he's sort of like this character that we got where like he does a field action instead of like a trap or like a counter and whatnot. I mean, it's technically a counter. It's like after anybody does anything, he does 2 dumps. I do like that Yang got Brave gains in between everything. Like I think even the follow-up attack now has Brave gains in between the first 2 HP attacks. So, you know, that's really good. I do hate that his LD has it so that you cannot be broken by normal Brave attacks. You know, that's in the game. So, like, stuff that, like, it's like, oh, they're gonna break you and shit, like, it's gonna happen. Like, I believe Ursula's fight, they break you if you use Yang as your unbreaker, so it's kind of unfortunate, but, yeah, no, Yang got the goods. His damage got improved. I wish his auras got improved a bit, but his LD is loaded, and overall, good, solid character. What did you want to say, Alfie?
Well, I was gonna say something from you, but Yang, I believe Yang's fall, unless this was changed with the C90, but I believe Yang's follow-up only happens when someone actually does an attack. So if you're buffing yourself, he won't do the follow-up. Same with on the enemy side. If an enemy is buffing themselves, he will not do the follow-up, right?
That is true.
That's right.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
does have. You do have to attack the enemy for his follow up to count.
And the same thing too is that what's it called? Yang, when he does the counterattack, the person has to get hit. So you can't run him with someone like Edge or someone like that, which is
Right.
sad. Also, another thing too, that name is funny as fuck. That's in the co-op. There was something else about Yang that I forgot about. Oh yeah, I believe his C50 is a counter, but it's RNG. I think it is a counter.
It's It's 70%. Basically, it's not 100%.
Yeah, so he could potentially do 2 counters on an off turn, which is pretty good for certain FRs like Core. What I wanted to say was, I'm glad it didn't happen on GL, but I know the initial take around Yang on JP wasn't that positive because he was competing with Kane. But then people realized that Yang's follow up in some situations is really good compared to Kane.
Well, here's the thing, Alfie. By your logic, right? By those people's logic, skip Kane for Yang because they do the same set of follow-ups. Skip Yang for what's called Yang, and then no. Let's go all the way back. Hold up, I'm bugging out. Skip Freya for Cisne, skip Cisne for Kane, skip Kane for Yang, skip Yang for Core, and then who's the next follow-up character after that?
Gladio.
Minwoo.
Gladio does not do follow-ups.
Oh wait, follow-up.
Follow-ups, Aerith.
Blindeye?
She has a follow-up.
I meant on the off turns.
Oh, Minwoo.
Minwoo does not. You people
Minwoo.
are fucking. You people are fucking. I don't appreciate this. Oh, I guess technically, if you want to go there, Laguna, Sice, and Ace, because they're the debuff.
Well, actually, Ferris has a counterattack.
Oh my god, with these semantics, stop.
Anyway, continuing with Yang. Yeah, no.
But
yeah, go ahead.
I was like, the main difference between Yang and Kane is that Kane can't guarantee to be up in the air the whole time because he'll eventually come back down since he can't be like deleted or delayed or whatever. Yang, since his buff is 8 turns and he has 4 LD uses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has quest start with it.
With quest start, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll pretty much be always active throughout the whole fight. Granted, it's his Brave is going to be dumping every time, but it's still really good in a different way compared to Kane. They're both really good, though. I know a lot of people like using Yang with... I know he popped up a lot with Vayne FR.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking in Shinryu era. I know. I remember seeing a good couple of Yangs used with Vayne FR, and I know he's also pretty damn good with Machina's FR in the future. But I mean, it's another follow-up character. He's flexible enough that he's different compared to other follow-up off-turn characters. So I would honestly recommend getting.
I might force 30 him.
Yeah,
honestly. Yeah.
I honestly would recommend getting Yang because he is pretty good.
Which is funny because the character that comes later down the line is someone else I think is also underrated, which I think some people should force enhance 30, but that depends on them. What about you, SaxKing? What do you think about Yang?
I mean, yeah, like everybody was saying, yeah, Yang got some goods. This time around, I don't know, like I'm intrigued because I remember when he came out, he definitely kind of fits that mold of he's better than what people say he is, or he's better than I guess you can say the general take on him. So somebody else that I can run with Ultimecia, I kind of like to take the new game plus approach when I play global. So if I have enough materials left over from after I max out Ulti, I don't know, I might throw him in the Yang because he definitely give me a he I have Cisne, but he definitely have like another kind of flavor to it. Like, with Cisne, you kind of have to do it right then and there because, nobody presses Cisne skills. You don't want to press her skills; they suck. But at least with Yang, it's the fact that it's at least with Yang, his buff is 8 turns, and
good.
Yeah, his skills are actually good. It's like wow, he's a more consistent off-turn unit. So yeah, I'm actually interested, and I might actually end up blowing him down the line, seeing how that's gonna work.
He's very simple to use, I'd say. Like there's not a lot of brain power going behind Yang, so yeah. He's very simple for anyone to use. Hopefully.
Who's better, Gao or Yang? They play completely different. So you can't really compare them.
Yang, because
I guess the one difference you could say is one has green hair and the other one what's the thing that BC said? Yang is ugly by proxy or something like that, or like the ugliest character in the game. I guess so. So that's the difference. One is
I like that he's bald, but he has a ponytail.
Oh, have you seen it? Oh wait, did you play the After Years?
No, not After Years. No, I did not.
His ponytail's longer.
And he's still bald.
No.
And he's still bald.
Oh no, no drip at all.
Yang's
like
cool.
Such
Damn.
a shame.
Yeah. But for other banners tonight, we have Luna Freya, Lion, and Bosch. The other banner is Ultimecia, Gang, and Cypher. Those are the banners. Will Gao's rework fix it? Yes, it does.
Yes. I'm definitely greening Gao as soon as I'm greening blue and Gao.
No, Gao BT. I would pull for that.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe
yo.
on Corlos chapter.
Gao
freaking
Makanai.
Gao is very underrated. Everybody keep an eye out on Gao.
Yeah, Gao got that. Gao got the juice. Yeah,
Because,
he's definitely.
What made Gao like actually good is that he'll do his LD counter in addition to whichever stance he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So he has two counters.
Yeah, you answered Theo's question.
And then
You'll still get locked out from his skills, but he'll do both counters, the LD and whichever stance you're in.
And then on the JP side, we got Quena, which guarantees you cap. Oh, Gao is going to be amazing in off-turn teams.
The only thing Gao
Holy
doesn't
shit,
have,
that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Quinn information is out. Hold on,
I'm gonna sit here and trademark this. I'm gonna trademark it as Rainbow HP damage.
Rainbow HP.
But back on track. Back on track. We have these two banners coming out. So who's pulling for what? I already know what I'm pulling on. Just getting Luna Freya's LD call because I don't feel like dealing with Reigns' 6-turn BT effect.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then Jacko also, and Ash too. Take care of Scalbler. I'm happy they're giving BT to everyone now. Can't wait for Leo's. Yeah, the new BT rule is nice. I mean, some characters can get BTs and they're still ass. I mean, nothing's guaranteed.
Thancred.
God damn it. Okay. I said, I was trying to say Kuja, but you made me say Thancred. I hate you.
It's like the one thing me and Alfie agree upon.
Yeah, Thancred sucks.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm tired of seeing this in chat. So, motherfuckers in chat, I know all you are saying, oh, Green and Max Luna Freya. Why don't you pull Luna Freya? Alright, how about this? If you motherfuckers can get me I don't know, let's say 20 subs by the end of the fucking month, I'll go back and pull Luna Freya. I'll go back and
do it.
In fact,
I'll
token her.
I want to be there to see. I want to be there to see you seethe with rage while you go to the token shop. I want to be there for this.
I will token her. I will token her ass. Trust me on that.
Cross, did you hear what I said in Loss's server earlier today?
What did
Not
you say?
earlier today. Yesterday, I think. I said if Thancred's FR and BT makes him busted good, cam levels of good, I'll do a face reveal.
I'll do a face reveal. But all you motherfuckers in chat, you don't understand how much I hate that fucking character. Y'all meme and joke about this shit, but I absolutely hate that bitch with a burning passion. One of the worst things about 15. One of the worst female leads in the Final Fantasy series. She's not even a lead. Arnea's more of a lead than her.
Y'all hear how mad he is? Get the subs up.
Anyway, bro,
Luna is hot, and that will be enough reason for anyone.
But
to pull
Arnea
her.
is hotter.
That is true. That's why they'll just get both.
How many subs?
The Coomers will pull anyway.
I said 20. 20, 30. Let's make it 30 because 20 is too easy. 20's too fucking easy. Let's make it 30. Anyway.
And you gotta buy the costume too. And you gotta buy the costume
hell
too.
No, okay. No,
use that to get the costume. Yeah.
No, I am not making it 20 founder. You do not make the rules here, motherfucker.
30 to make cross Max Luna, and then up to 50 to get the costume.
No, if I make it 20, founder has to eat her off. Founder has to eat her off for 2 months. For 2 months. Bro, yeah, I think it's a joke. You will not eat her off for 2 months.
You guys, he said by the
you will not eat her off for 2 months. You will not.
He said by the end of the month, you guys got literally 1 day left. Y'all fell into a trap. He said by the end of the month, you got 1 fucking day.
Anyway, bro, we didn't even get to the fight. You motherfuckers all enticing about this bitch. Anyway, actually, wait. Hold on. Maybe buying the ult isn't a bad idea because it'll be Stella instead of Luna Freya. Think about that. So yeah. Anyway, we didn't get to the fight yet. So this fight, Ultimecia has, I believe, 90 million HP or 95 million HP. It's something high like that. And the Coral ad that she's accompanied by for some odd reason, I don't know why she's accompanied by one, it has 75 million HP. The main thing to know is that when Ultimecia gets to 79% and 49%, and 19%, she will do her EX attack Apocalypse, and then she'll get the same thing as her EX buff. Then, if her Force Time is active, she gets her BT effect, meaning that she'll delete you if she attacks you at any time. She mainly does HP attacks. She has 1 Brave attack, but she mainly does HP attacks. The Coral is resistant to Thunder. However, because if you're bringing someone like Edge or Reno, since there's 2 targets, you're going to probably cap anyway. And then the Coral is going to probably die faster than it does in Ultimecia. But, this fight is interesting. Because, like, I think this is the first time they took characters' BT effects and put them as a boss. Because I don't think any other boss did that, really.
Yep, I am inclined to agree right there.
Yeah.
Yep, same here.
But,
I think...
Go ahead. Alfie, what the fuck?
What?
I said go ahead and you didn't say anything.
Oh, I didn't hear you say go ahead. Oh,
what
Discord being
You are
dookie.
terrible. You are terrible.
No, it's Discord. It's not my fault.
No. It's your shitty. It's your shitty internet.
But anyway, I think the fight's overall pretty simple because there's really 3 simple thresholds to worry about. I mean, it's turn warp plus 3 instant turns. I know a lot of people relied on off turn for this fight, but I do appreciate that the fight actually tries to kill you, which cannot be said for a good couple of fights. But I always appreciate a fight that makes it actually possible to die.
I mean, did you see what happened with Reno's IW?
Oh yeah, really funny.
Oh wait, SaxKing, do you know about that?
What?
So people were actually bitching about Reno's IW, not because of the fight itself. They were bitching about the 1% carpet bomb that happens.
The carpet bomb plus, yeah.
Are you really? What? Oh my god.
Because people don't expect that for some reason. So like when it goes off, they're like, "Oh shit."
And then they blame it on themselves rather than, damn man, I should have read the box description or some shit.
Reading is fundamental, my guy.
Man, fuck this community.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, this is like the reason why I want to see not JP players, but people who just play global play JP, and I want to see their reaction to when they see a boss like text, and they're like, "What does that do?" And then the boss just nukes them.
Yeah, that's always a worst when you either see the text or you see an aura, and you're like, "I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and hope I don't die."
That was me with Benavelza, because I didn't read anything about Benavelza, and I used Gladio in that fight, right? So when I saw, Gladio do his skill 2, right? And then I saw the text box come and I was like, Ruin God Plus, what does that do? And then it just one-shot him. I was like, oh. So I can't bring Fitzy over here.
And then you go to Reddit, and then Doom post the game saying end of service is coming and the game's
Ben
dying.
Velza. Bro, it's gonna happen. People are gonna Doom post Ben Velza. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people are gonna go nuts with that fight. I can just see it. Where's my brave damage? Like, it's gonna be a whole bunch of that.
Why can't I launch Ben Velza? I don't know. You're fighting a final boss. Why does he have so much health?
Benevelza is thick.
She's melted into the fucking ground.
Oh yeah, that is something too. This fight is launch immune, so fuck you, Cam. Fuck you, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, Cam still counters the fight pretty hard. It's just you can't do the Cam that far.
You think people bring Cam for the stun? They bring him for the cheese.
Some people did.
No, they bring him for the feature, bruh. It's all about the feature, not the stun, nothing else.
Okay, for all you actual like people with more than a single brain cell that uses Cam the way God intends, Cam counters the fight pretty hard.
I use Arciella, which was really crazy. I was like, oh shit, this works.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, COD. Yeah, I think people are gonna cry when COD comes out. The fight's
That's
too
a
long.
fight.
That fight's too long.
Oh yeah.
Which it is a long fight, but it's like it's the fun type of long. It's not like the oh my god, this is so bullshit type long. It's the fun type of long. But you know, the content you guys have been wanting because like, oh my god, garbage time. The fights are easy. There's no challenge. This game's dying. The challenge comes out. Oh, I don't want to do it. It's not fair. The game's making
It's too hard.
It's too hard.
I need 7 FRs to do it.
My head canon, and I always think about that is like the devs know what they doing. They'll give us what a month or 2 months of just easy ass fights, but when they want to put the foot on the gas, they'll do it. They'll give us a fight that's gonna, slap us back to reality. And I believe COD was just one of them fights. Yeah, we've seen for months that you guys have been, one-shotting and, one FR phasing fights. Okay, we got something for y'all. Stack a whole bunch of HP on this boss. Give it alternate different phases. Give it, loads of mechanics. You can't one FR phase this boss. Deal with it, and people fold it.
Oh no! Here's the excuse, right?
People still 1FR'd it, by the way.
No. People 1FR'd it, but let me tell you why they're gonna 1FR it. They're gonna get.
Except for all.
No. Not only that. Here's the dumb one. Ready? Oh, pull Anna Crow just the one shot.
Oh my god.
Oh, Anna Crow is another story.
Yes.
If I actually see people say, oh, Anna Crow's amazing. You go one-shot bosses, and I'll just say, okay, what happens if you don't one-shot them? Oh, she's garbage. What?
I've definitely used Anna Crow, not in a one-shot scenario, and she's still pretty damn good. And that's without, like, Luna Freya.
Yeah.
Wasn't she like wasn't she like the event after that event?
After after what event?
Was she before COD? She before COD or after COD?
She was before COD because she was in Reigns' cycle.
She was after Divine Pandemonium, or no, Spirit as Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's pretty damn good.
Like, I already have a list of fights that are gonna get Doom posted. Let's see. Spiritus Brothers, for the people who don't bring Tifa. What's it called? Benevelza. Benevelza's gonna. Oh, Von's IW low-key might get Doom posted because of the.
I was just about to say that, bro. I was just about to say that.
Of the simple fact that boss actually, if you let it get another turn at a certain point, it just fully heals.
Remember that? That was funny.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I think I uploaded a video.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I didn't experience that in my run. What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was being a bad player in real time.
That happens 3 times in the fight as well.
The region?
Yeah, the region aura.
You're right. You're right.
It cancels.
I'm thinking back on it. Yeah.
It cancels when you do 10 turns of elemental damage, and obviously, if you overlap it, then that's going to be it goes back to back. So it might look like it's always active, but it does happen 3 times. That was a good fight.
I'm looking at the thing, right? So Veins is gonna be funny when people realize that you can't kill the boss unless their force time is on, and they're also super quick. So like Arden and Golbez will get like a bunch of turns. Their force activates, and then people are just like, "Well, time to no turn." Boss is at 1 HP. Why are they dying?
Like, I remember that fight, and Golbez and Vayne are dummy thick. Wait, no, hold up. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. Oh, Arden too. I mean Arden. Let me clarify before I get fucking clipped. But they have a lot of health, and they're strong and tanky.
Clip them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Out of context, Alphi.
Let's see.
Gotta get the clips so you can.
Benevel's gonna get Doom posted. Let's see. Oh, Spiritus, Pandemonium. That fight's gonna get people heated if they don't have
fuck that fight,
range.
man.
That fight's gonna get people heated, bro.
Cross, if you use Noel and fucking Benevol's, I'll pay for your pass for 2 months.
I am not fucking doing that. That is suicide. That is actual suicide.
Come on, you saw someone attempt to try and do it with Jagra.
That sounds like cap.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So many people.
That sounds like cap.
No. Wait. Hayden Cortez is finally in a Historia
sounds like
Crux
cap.
episode.
Hey,
That sounds like cap.
He's finally in a Historia Crux episode.
Yo,
I told you. I was raiding. I am now officially free.
Wait,
you're free from your eternal rating suffering.
Wait. Are you 100% free from, not 100%, but are you actually free from like rating for like the next months or so?
No, I'm not free from raiding. I'm the raid leader.
Okay. Oh my god, you didn't understand my question.
Yo, but I came for the 50th episode of Historia Crux. Like, you wasn't gonna have this party without me. Look, the party started when I got here. You're welcome.
Actually, you're like, what? Like, I want to say like 20 minutes? Not even 20 minutes. You're like, you're an hour and 20 minutes late. What the fuck?
But that's fine though. Like, again, the party starts when I get here. Yo, that's what matters. The party starts when I get here. That's what matters.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Look at this dude.
Look at this dude.
Look at this dude.
That's one fast party if it's gonna end in like 8 minutes.
I just came in here just to be like, Cross, I know you're pulling for Luna Freya. I know you're pulling. It's okay. You can tell everybody that you're not, but I know that you are. It's okay.
Oh my god.
No. It's fine. No, it's good. I trust you.
Meme, isn't it? Bro, next thing you know, here's the thing, right? I say I hate Luna Freya. Y'all motherfuckers will make me pull her. Next thing you know, I say, I hate and despise Tifa. Next thing you know, motherfuckers will make me pull her. Next thing you know, I'm gonna say some shit like, I don't like Neon, and then you motherfuckers will make me pull Neon.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you pull for Tifa, everyone's in the chat is gonna be like "Viva Italia."
Bro, no, people.
Shut up! Nah. Do not say that ever again.
People are just lucky they didn't see me sell the 10 copies of our BT. People lucky they didn't see that. I was so bad recording
story,
that.
by the way. This is the real story. He did sell
all of them.
He did sell every single one of them. Yeah.
It's all content. Do I look like Raw Life to you?
Oh.
Damn, bruh.
Wow.
Yo, but you can say whatever you want, but he did manage to finish that with Video Plus when he deleted the Lamia. Like, he did finish.
True. He did.
Bruh,
he did.
Listen,
gotta say that.
I don't know how Raw does it, but he just pulls it off. I don't know how, bro.
Yo,
Shadow with Orin, he managed to pull it off because the CPU delayed itself. That's the luckiest shit. But listen, nothing will redeem him forever from using C90Zell in like 3-month-old content and then wiping.
That one
content he was
synergy in, by the way.
Yeah, the fight was synergy in. Yeah.
That shit was funny.
The fight where Zell actually stops being a meme.
Hey, Zell BT though?
Zell BT win.
I would definitely pity that.
Yeah, I would too. I love Zell.
I would definitely pity that.
You're gonna be waiting for a while, Chief, because he's synergy with Aerith and Zack.
Listen,
oh shit.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you right, because I remember seeing his profile up with them, and yeah, I guess I forgot that quick. Damn, he's not getting that BT. Oh
You're
shit,
gonna be
copium.
waiting. You're gonna
Bro,
be
could
waiting
you-
a while, bud.
Bro, could you imagine
Coping hard.
Zell BT? It just makes it so that he's an infinite, his infinite LD stance. So you don't
You-
have
you
to
can do that
fucking
already,
press
though.
like beat right
Yep.
booyah.
I mean,
Yo,
love it
Alfie.
done already. You just saying.
Yo, Alfie, you know who hasn't come back in a while, dude?
Oh
My
no.
God.
Braska.
Oh no, I fucking knew it was gonna be something
Can we-
FF10
can we-
related.
Can we end the Historia Crux?
He said insane. He
But,
said he wanted to end
since you
it.
are-
Wait, that's
since,
true.
since you are here, Mr. Cortez, for the 50th episode, you know, being
I am.
the wonderful co-host that isn't even here most of the time because he's in Final Fantasy 15 now.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Officer down.
It's 14, not 15. Hell,
I'm gonna need a censor
Fucking hell.
beam for that
you
one.
even get it right.
No. How about this, right? How about this? Kaden could be the first co-host, and then Blindeye be the second. Because at this point, Blindeye is like the new co-host.
No, wasn't
Yo,
people
Blindeye.
are calling us cross-eye now?
Oh,
Cross-eye?
yes, yes.
Oh my god.
I'll just be the
that
mod.
is a thing. That is a thing.
This is worse than Ratio. Anyway, I'm
No, ratio is amazing. No, ratio is
Now,
amazing.
now you know what I have to deal with, huh?
Ratio's
Fucking
amazing.
kid.
Founder's a non-believer.
Now you know how I have to do it, cause no. You know what I have to deal with, because every single time I'm in a fucking VC with him, he somehow fucking comes up with these stupid ass names. I don't know how he does it.
Hey, Founder.
Whoa,
What?
whoa, this is the
Shut up.
PG episode.
You shut the
like,
fuck up.
Why are you so hostile? Here, eat
Why
the
you so
Snickers.
mad, bruh?
No, eat the Snickers.
No.
Eat the what?
You know what's even
Eat the what?
worse?
Eat the cake anime.
He makes the fucking the cat emotes.
Oh yeah, I'm almost done with most of them. I have one for almost every character. I have an
You're
Arden
still
one.
making more?
Yes, I'm making more.
There's an Arden one.
And I'm
I-
getting Sephi to help me make it.
I hope you never show me that one, because that is the day you will actually disappear from my fucking list.
Yoshi says just kiss already.
I know, right?
Wait, what now?
Get a room. Get a room.
I don't know, dude. Like that'd be very, very. Is that even is that even legal between those two? No.
Okay,
Alright,
you know,
well,
I gotta ask. Okay, I gotta ask. Kaden, all right, let me ask you this, right?
Mhm.
Out of all
Mhm.
the fucking stupid, dumb, well, I forgot what Tree Boy calls it. He calls it cross terms
No,
or
I can tell
crossisms.
you-
He calls it crossisms. Yeah, that's what he calls it, right? Out of all the
Yeah,
crosses I came up with, like, Garkina.
You didn't even need to ask this question. No. You didn't even get. Look, I got you. You didn't even need to ask this question. Sissy Nanny, if you fucking say that shit to me one more time, you even gotta finish that shit. Sissy Nanny was the worst thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. Like this is worse than you saying Shellcat had thunder damage. I will never. Yo,
Guys,
will
about
Car flow,
about that
that's
Sissy Nene BT.
car flow. It was a cross.
Oh, let's go, Sissy and Henny BT.
oh, I'm uninstalling Discord. I can't.
No, you
Yo,
won't.
finally, let's
Lies. Let's go.
Finally,
You
let's
said.
go.
I'm not gonna lie, I really hate Reigns Teal. I'm sorry, Cross.
No.
Reigns T.O.
I really hate Reigns
No,
Teal.
no, like SaxKing, do you know the origins of why I started saying that shit?
Go ahead, story time. Let's hear it.
Yeah, all right, story time, and this is for everyone who hasn't heard it, right? So the origins of Ratio started when it was the the Una fight, right? When it was the Sanctuary
Yes.
Keepers, they brought those things back, right? During
Yeah.
like the BT phase, right? I was saying like ratio, right? Like actually ratio, right?
He was literally just saying, ratio.
No,
Like
that's
all
not-
that this time.
That definitely wasn't how that went. But
No.
anyway.
That is exactly how that went.
No, it
You
did
always
not.
say it like that.
No, it did not. But the way it happened, right, is that I said ratio, right? But then after that, for some reason, I decided to think in my head, what does it sound like when I put Reigns' name with ratio, right? So I said ratio mid BT phase, and I wasn't recording when I said it, right? So I said it in my head, and then when I said it in my head, I said that is the stupidest shit I ever thought of. But then I kept saying it over and over and over again every run I did, and then I realized not only is that shit stupid, it's kind of fucking funny.
Not gonna lie, when he first said it, he sounded like a caveman that fucking found fire or some shit. Like he just said ratio. Ratio. It just kept on saying it like that.
Yo, every time I hear it, my brain dies a little bit on the inside.
No,
Thank
Bro,
you.
like,
I thought it was just me.
now you know how I feel. I have to see that in text too, every single time.
Listen, we already got everything for it. We got the emotes for it. We have the trademark for it. We got people promoting it. I already got it on many streams. I just need one more stream to promote Ratio, and the whole thing is spreaded. I'm gonna do it on Reddit. I'm gonna do it on everything.
At least you don't wake up to a message from Cross saying you get ratioed.
Oh,
You guys say it's dumb,
I
but
mean,
it's funny because it's dumb.
I mean, we can stick to calling him Crossca. Am I right, guys?
Crossca. I'm fine with that.
Look,
Make him suffer.
I was happy with Cross-Eye, but like, if you want, go for it.
I'm kind of fond of Blind
Go
13.
for it.
What about Blindeye's
Blind 13. Let's
what about
go.
Blindeye's
Blind
marriage?
13.
What about Blindeye's marriage to Seymour though? I heard
Oh
Blindeye
my-
said Seymour
oh,
was
you
a good
fucker.
character.
Yo,
You know,
what? Blindeye is Yuna?
you fucking would say it. You would too, motherfucker.
50 episode.
I
chaos.
hate Alfie.
So before I do closing thoughts, I want to make an announcement. Next week is the first year anniversary of Historia Crux. Not next Tuesday. It is on a Thursday. However, I'm going to still stream it on Tuesday. I might make it Thursday, but I am going to make it Tuesday. Is there a... No, Carflow, no there is not. Go away. Anyways, the next week is the anniversary of Historia Crux. I know y'all just came from... Alright, hold on. Let me do something real quick.
Oh, shit. Well, it was nice seeing you guys.
Let me do something real quick.
Are we
No,
getting banned?
do not go to
Are we
Twitch.
getting banned?
Alright, so I'm going to do this. Is there a way how long can I do it? Can I do it for an eternity? I hope I can. And anyway.
Someone put hashtag free Alfie.
Hashtag free Alfie.
Anyways.
I don't know.
Anyways, the 14 fan out of the way. Oh, you want to join him, SaxKing?
I don't hear a single word, but Cross is ugly.
Free my boy Alfie, man.
You wasn't saying that when
Hold
he was
him.
talking about you wasn't saying that when he was talking about Ultimecia. You know what? I'm not making this another BC episode.
Oh, what? What are we talking about?
Let's not go there, bruh.
Don't you remember
Let's
that
not
one
go there,
episode?
bruh.
But anyways, next week's the
feel like I
anniversary. I
missed
hope to see
something.
you all there. Hopefully our lovely co-hostess at this point. I have like fucking 5 co-hosts at this point. God damn. But I need a
I'm
consistent
not even a
one.
co-host.
You
You're
need a consistent one. I told you do it any other day besides Tuesday, Wednesday, and
motherfucker,
Thursday. I
I
could be
can't
here.
do it any other day. Because you wanna know why?
How about you?
You wanna know
How about you
why?
actually ping people if you want to have
Oh,
one
okay.
consistent ones?
All right, you want me to ping you? All right, let me ping you right now. I'm gonna ping you right now.
In-
Well, I'm
Pause.
Okay,
Pause.
If Founder's the co-host, you know, we got what, Croder in here?
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
didn't I see Treevoid
Blind-
on there one time?
Listen,
Yeah,
Blindeye. Not Blindeye. Bart, I did not condone this. It was just 4 of us. But then all of them came in here. I did not condone this. But since they're here, almost when the show's about to close off, I guess it'll be fine. But
No, you told me to get in VC earlier.
motherfucker, because you were instigating.
Yo, I'm happy that I've
So
been
you
gone
did start
for
it.
a while. Yo,
Motherfucker,
I've been gone for a while,
You're motherfucker.
but I'm
You're
happy
a
to
mod.
see that he still derails his own stream. He still derails it.
Bro,
Nah, he derails all the time. Don't worry.
I definitely
That's
don't.
still there.
I definitely
Oh,
don't.
no,
That's still there. Yeah.
That's so
Don't worry.
bullshit. That's so bullshit.
No, I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
it's okay. It's okay. Truth smells,
Founder-
dude. Truth smells.
Founder, I hope you actually do. I hope you do not get Arden at all. I hope you don't.
I probably won't. I'm broke as fuck.
Then don't be broke.
Lock blesses
Just be
your
rich.
Jeez.
Look, I was
You know,
told
a
that
lot of
players get
people.
weapons, so,
I don't know. You can say anything.
You know, a lot of people have been
Derail
wondering.
13.
Yeah, a lot of people have been wondering when SaxKing's about to get banned out of this server after this stream. Anyway, what's it called? A lot of people have been wondering.
Bro, why you gotta
Damn,
be
bro.
your fellow bear like that, bro?
No.
Like, you doing the best?
It be
Yo,
your
what do you
own
do,
people,
bro?
bro. It be your own people.
It be your own people.
Okay, can we do the closing thoughts? Because it's like 9:36.
Yes, go ahead.
Police look the other way.
Go ahead.
Yeah, fucking. Who wants to go first? 14, guy that's never here, even though he's my co-host. Kaden Cortez, go first.
If you skip Luna Freya, LOL. But if you do, though, more power to you. But guess what? If Dare Defy come up, yo, it's just pity. Like it's just full bait. Dare Defy, full bait. Oh my god, I'm sorry. No, but seriously though, think critically, guys. Do your own thing. Do your own research. Don't listen to Cross because he honestly thought that Shulk had thunder damage. Just saying.
Motherfucker, it was the one mistake I made. The one mistake I made. I don't hear shit from you. Let's go.
He's never gonna let you live that down.
Yo, I want you all to know he said multiple mistakes. I just didn't correct him.
No, that's definitely not true. Fuck off. Bro, you're lucky in this upcoming Aroha video. I didn't say that her EX was fire damage.
I'm sorry. Is it because of Burning Grave? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on.
I was gonna make that Burning Grave joke.
Anyways, I don't know. Founder, go next.
All right. Really have nothing to say. Just pull it. To be honest, just pull if you want to. You're really not. Well, you are losing a lot, but power to you. Regardless, you do you. Just do your own plans and whatnot.
You sure? It's really hard to pass on an FF on an FR charger apparently. Well, whatever.
Yeah. Regardless.
Hashtag free Alphi, by the way. It's bad enough that he's okay. You know I'm not reading that shit.
Nah, read it fully. Read it fully. Come on, do it.
How about you read it fully?
Where the fuck is it?
In the Twitch.
Hashtag free Alphi, by the way. It's bad enough that he's a 14 fan playing fucking DFFOO. He suffered enough.
There's two of you motherfuckers in here.
He suffered enough, bro.
No, you are right, because Thancred sucks.
He really has suffered enough.
All right. SaxKing, close them thoughts, man.
Pull Luna. You know, why the fuck not live in the now? If you're not pulling Luna, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. But for real though,
damn.
Pull OT. Make me proud. Let the Ultimecia army reign through as we delete all fucking content from now until whenever.
He says that till a boss jumps in front.
Hey, I can play, bro. I suffer from skill issue, but I can get around that shit.
I've seen your Ifrit run. Don't worry. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just look up this Ifrit run.
I'll take that. I'll hold that. But again, I had to crawl so y'all can walk.
Wow.
Damn, bro.
Yo, give this man a round of applause. He was here before us.
Anyways, Alphi, closing thoughts.
Ooh, do I say the line?
Do not
say the line. Say the line.
No.
Say it.
All right, I won't say the line this time since it's 50th Historia Crux. I won't say the line. But however, guys, stop asking for 14 characters. Like I want Emmett Selk and shit too, but like shut the fuck up, please. I want those characters too, but shut up.
But Quina though.
Damn.
Well, what about Quina?
Like it made it before anybody else. Red 13.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Actually,
Blindeye, closing thoughts.
So, Cross, this morning, I was sipping my coffee, grumpy blind, and I thought to myself, damn, yo, Luna Freya enchants 2 elements. Where's fucking Broska's enchant at?
It really is grumpy blind, damn.
Have a good night, everybody.
I thought Blindeye was going to say the line for me.
I thought Ignis was his call. I thought Ignis was his fire enchant. My bad, I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, my closing thoughts is thank you for being here for 50 episodes. We went through the entirety of Lufinia plus garbage time included. Start of Shiryu, and I guess we're still technically the start of Shiryu. I guess 3 months is technically the start. But again, thank you guys for 50 episodes. Next week is the anniversary. I'm not sure if these guys will be here, obviously. Well, no, Blindeye will be here. I'm not sure about these 5 other people. 5
other people.
Do you
I was
want
like,
us to
how
be
many
here, or
people
do you
are
want
in
4?
Anyways, take care, everyone. Have a good night, and don't be whack.
Support that North Cross